Previously on James Stewart Outsider. After a rocky start to the outdoor season, James returned to historic Red Bud National in Buchanan, Michigan. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned.
What do you think adjustment-wise you need to make for Moto 2?
I don't know. I don't know. I need to find some self-discipline or something. You know, I've been working really hard, maybe too hard, but I don't know. Maybe I need to grow a sack.
Well, after the first moto, we discovered physically where we're at with James. I think we got into the moto and we've made progress since he first hurt it, but we're still not back 100%. And we got to build our conditioning back up.
Earlier in the season, James went down hard and sustained injuries to his wrist. Even after 4 weeks of rehab, he wasn't back to 100%.
I think he also realizes, you know, these guys have been racing all along, and we lost basically 4 good weeks there. So it's going to take probably about 3 or 4 weeks to get back to where we were. So we're realistic about it, and we'll just take it day by day and keep working, keep plugging away.
While the team is optimistic, James found himself once again frustrated with his return to outdoor motocross.
You're my hero!
Even with 6-3 finishes on the day, the fans rallied in support with hopes that James could pose a threat to the current points leader.
Cool part is even in 3rd place or even in 6th place in the first moto, it's still like a wave of people cheering me on out there, and that's definitely motivating. That's still cool to come up there and see the guys cheering, whether they're drunk or they just like you anyway. So it's all good. We're not all the way there yet. You know, I think the bike's working great. You know, we made some changes at the house and stuff, and we made a few changes. That second moto was better, but. You know, we'll get back. You know, for sure, I'm not where I was when I started the season, but at the same time, I believe it's better to be racing than not racing. So, you know, that's why I wasn't too disappointed, because I still know that I got a lot left.
In Haines City, Florida, the number 7 Suzuki was dry docked during one of the biggest weather events of the year. Instead of riding, he was forced to work through his rehabilitation in the gym. The swing from dominant race leader to barely making the podium was beginning to play havoc on James's patience. But as any champion has learned, a sound strategy is a key to getting back on top.
You know, like I had more fun in the beginning part of the season, not because I was winning, although that is fun, more just because, you know, I wasn't hurt. You know, I knew like how I finished, that was just how I finished. You know, there wasn't no handicap for me, so that part kind of sucks.
Very exciting. James Stewart has taken the overall win. He makes the math easy. He wins Moto 1, he wins Moto 2. Welcome back to motocross. Welcome back to Victory Lane. James Stewart.
Freestone, are you ready to go racing?
James Stewart takes it in Freestone.
And it was just weird. Like I was kind of bummed out how the season went. You know, how it kind of just ended so quickly.
And Stewart! It is Stewart who has gone down while leading this race. James Stewart is in the Suzuki pits, and something is wrong. We're not sure if it's the machine or James himself.
I wouldn't say it was taken from me, but it just happened so quick. You know, I'm like, one weekend I'm up winning everything in the world, and then the next weekend it's like I'm like 36 points down.
Well, after starting mid to late pack there, James, you work your way back up for a 5th place finish. All things considered, is this a success?
I don't know. You know, I can't even hold on. My wrist is giving me problems. You know, I just wanted to try. Having a hard time just hanging on. So we'll go back and see what we got for the second moto. But I'm a little disappointed. I thought I'd be a little bit better in this, but I'm hurt.
I don't know, I still have fun, like doing it. You know, that's why I still like putting the work in. It's fun. But I didn't have fun this weekend. Like that wasn't that fun to me. A good champion is a person who can control the emotions, keep them steady. You know, you don't want them too high, too low, and all that. And so when I look at it, is that like, why should I be motivated after a loss? Like I should have been motivated going into it, you know? And so I feel like, you know, this year my approach has always been the same. Like it hasn't really changed whether I win or lose. You know, obviously it's a little bit different, but I feel like the work is always done. You know, it's always done. When you're racing against Ryan and you know, the guys like that, everybody's training, everybody's putting the work in, and when you're not riding your motorcycle and you're not putting that side of things in, you get rusty, one, and then two, motorcycling shape, it kills you. So being bike fit. So I think that part's really tough. But like motivation, like I didn't get back on Monday and go like, dude, now I gotta do 80 miles on a bicycle. You know, none of that. Because I think that's when you start going wrong, because you start doing things out of emotions instead of doing it the right way. So as hard as it is, I think the best person around is to be able to keep your emotions in check and just stick to the plan. Don't quit. I like it. It's too much fun to just kind of give up now.
Next time on James Stewart Outsider.
Unfortunately, I had to make the decision to keep James out of Millville and Washougal. That was my call. I just feel at this point it's more important to have James strong. Keep the big picture in mind, which is for us to be ready for 2013 and use this summer as a learning curve about our bike and about working with James, and to go out there with him, you know, 50, 60% strength, to me just wasn't worth it anymore. So it was my call, and I think it's the right move. We'll come back. We got a good month to rehab the injury and to get him back to fitness, and we'll see where we're at when we come back.